Good morning. Welcome to today's biology class. Are you eagerly waiting for the reopening of school? Okay. In the last class, we studied the second chapter, the food through digestive tract. On this chapter, we studied about different parts of tooth, different types of tooth, digestion, villi, peristalsis, and etc. I hope you understood that chapter. Today, we are going to discuss the third chapter, simple nutrients into cells. Before starting the class, I show you some images. Did you watch the images? It is information or news about heart. Now, where is this heart situated? The heart is situated in between the two lungs or in middle of the two lungs, behind the sternum in the thoracic cavity. Once more, the heart is situated in between the two lungs, behind the sternum in the thoracic cavity. The heart has 4 chambers. It is just like a house having 4 rooms in 2 floors. The atrium is the upper part and the ventricle is the lower part. Left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. These are the 4 chambers of the heart, which is the blood vessel that carry oxygenated blood, which is the blood vessel that carry deoxygenated blood. The blood vessel that carry deoxygenated blood is vein, and the blood vessel that carry oxygenated blood is artery. Now, what is this oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood means pure blood. Deoxygenated blood means impure blood. We studied this in our previous classes. Which is the largest vein and largest artery? Don't know the answer. Don't worry. The largest artery is aorta and largest vein is vena cava. Largest artery, aorta. Largest vein, vena cava. Now, we are going to study the structure of heart. The heart has 2 vena cavas, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. First, superior vena cava. The veins that carry blood from the upper part of the body and transports to the superior vena cava and to the right atrium. Next, inferior vena cava. The veins that carry deoxygenated blood or impure blood from the lower part of the body and transport to the inferior vena cava and to the right atrium. Did you see anything special here? Yes, of course. Both the superior and inferior vena cavas carry blood from all parts of the body. Which blood? Deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body to the right atrium, which is the first chamber. From the right atrium, the blood flows to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the blood can't flow back. Someone should have that doubt. For that, there is tricuspid valve which prevents the backward flow of the blood. Once the blood enters or reaches the right ventricle, the valve gets closed, so the blood can't flow back. From the right ventricle, there is pulmonary artery. Every artery carries oxygenated blood except this pulmonary artery. What is it? Pulmonary artery. It is a T-shaped valve because we studied earlier that the heart is in the middle of the two lungs. It is T-shaped because the pulmonary artery connects both the left side lungs and the right side lungs. And the blood flows through this pulmonary artery and reaches the lungs and get purified from the, which means it gets oxygenated from the lungs through pulmonary vein. It is pulmonary vein. Every vein carries deoxygenated blood except this pulmonary vein. When the blood flows through this pulmonary vein, it reaches the left atria. Now, in the right side, it was deoxygenated. In the right side, it become oxygenated. It is because the blood went to the lungs and get purified and reached the left atrium. And from the left atrium, the blood flows to the left ventricle. There is also a valve which prevents the backward flow of the blood. The valve present here is bicuspid valve. It is bicuspid valve. And from the left ventricle, there is aorta. What is aorta? We studied it. Yes, it is the largest artery. Through this aorta, the blood flows to our different parts of the body. This repeats like a cycle. Which is the largest vein? It is vena cava. Okay. Which valve is present in between the left atria and left ventricle? Bicuspid valve. Okay. I hope you got it. Do you need any explanation here? Okay. So everyone understood this part? Now we studied what is heart. Now we are going to study about what is heartbeat. We all heard that word. One systole and the subsequent diastole together constitute a heartbeat, which means one systole plus one diastole together is known as one heartbeat. Do you know how many seconds does take for one heartbeat? Don't know? Don't worry. It takes about 0.8 seconds for one heartbeat to be taken. What is systole? Did you hear this word before? The contraction of the chambers of the heart is termed as systole. What is systole? The contraction of the chambers of the heart is systole. During this phase, the blood flows from the atria to the ventricles and from the ventricles to the outside. This phase, the blood flows from the atria and to the ventricles and then flows to the outside. Along with atria, the ventricles also relax. So, the relaxation of the heart is, yes, diastole. In this phase, do you know what happens? In this phase, the chambers of the heart get filled with blood. In this phase, the chambers of the heart get filled with blood. which means the blood enters the chamber. Do you know what is the weight of the heart? It takes approximately about 300 gram. Now we know what is heartbeat. But do you know how many beats or how many times does the heart beats? Yes, 72 times per minute. I'll say once more. Systole means the contraction of the heart and diastole means the relaxation of heart. In the systole, the blood flows from the atria to the ventricles and from the ventricles to the outside. What happens in the diastole? The chambers of the heart get relaxed and the blood get filled in these chambers. Okay. The heart beats 72 per times. The average weight or approximately the weight of the heart is 300 gram. The time taken for one heartbeat is 0.8 seconds. We studied about heartbeat. Okay. Now, what is pulse? The pulse is the wave-like movements, which means the blood flows through arteries. When the blood flows through arteries, there is wave-like movements. These wave-like movements occurred in a artery is called pulse. There are many parts in our body where we can feel this pulse. For example, in our wrist, at this part, we can feel this pulse. In the neck and in this part of the head. Okay. So, what is pulse? The wave-like movements due to the flowing of blood in the arteries is called pulse. What is this systemic circulation? Systemic circulation starts from the left ventricle and ends in the right atria. The systemic circulation starts from the last chamber, left ventricle, and ends in the first chamber, right atria. Which means starts from the LV, which is left ventricle, and ends in the first chamber, RA, right atria. Now, what is this pulmonary circulation? Pulmonary circulation means the circulation that starts from the right ventricle and ends in the left atrium. The circulation that starts from the right ventricle and ends in the left atrium. This is a flow chart of systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. We studied it earlier. So, complete it now. The carbon dioxide rich blood from different parts of the body reaches the right atrium. The oxygen rich blood from the lungs reaches the left atrium through the pulmonary veins. Open your textbook and take page number 36. Blood supplies oxygen to all cells and receives carbon dioxide from them. Reception of oxygen and expulsion of carbon dioxide take place in the lungs, which means the lungs takes the oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. We studied now what is double circulation. Now we are going to study portal circulation. Did you hear this word portal circulation? No? So we are going to study it now. The next topic, portal circulation. We all know what is the use of vein. Veins carries deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body and transport to the heart. But certain veins do not do this process, or the certain veins do not reach the heart. They carry blood from organ to organ. Do you know or do you understand the difference? Every vein carries deoxygenated blood to the heart, but this portal veins carries blood from one organ to another organ. Such veins are called portal veins. They begin from one organ as capillaries. We all know that. What is capillaries? Capillaries are small blood vessels that connect arteries and veins together. These portal veins begin from one organ as capillaries and end in another organ as capillaries. They begin as capillaries and end also as capillaries. Okay. Portal system. Portal system is a system of blood circulation in which portal veins are included. It is a system of veins in which these portal veins are included. For example, it is hepatic portal vein. We study these terms now. Now read this flowchart. Come on, let's read together. First, there are capillaries present in the intestine, and the blood gets transported through the hepatic portal vein. It's a type of portal vein. Okay, and through this hepatic portal vein, the blood gets transported to the capillaries in the liver, where it gets transported to the capillaries in the liver. Then the capillaries transport the blood to liver. Who transports this blood to liver? Yes, the capillaries present in the liver. And the liver transports the blood to hepatic vein, and from the hepatic vein the blood gets transported to the largest vein, vena cava, and from vena cava to heart. Capillaries in the intestine, then to hepatic portal vein, and to capillaries in the liver, then to liver, then to hepatic vein, then to vena cava, then in final it is the heart. Now, are you wonder about our human body? It is an amazing organism. So today we are winding up this session. I hope you understood the chapters we discussed. Let's remember the parts we discussed today. Let's watch it.